Hey investors, welcome to Trading Journals. Now, before you get pulled in by shiny promises and bold claims, ask yourself, is seeking alpha premium worth it? Or are you just about to pay for the hype that doesn't hold up? Let's take a deeper look and find out if this tool is really built to help you win, or just another financial subscription you don't need. Let's dig in. Now, before we get too excited about features or numbers, let's do something smart. Let's see what other investors are saying. Because anyone can build up a flashy homepage, but the real test is always in the feedback. And when you're trying to figure out if seeking alpha premium is worth it, reviews can reveal a lot more than the promo page ever will. Especially the negative reviews. Because if there's something you should be worried about, that's usually where it shows up. So we did the digging, and here's what we found. One user said that seeking alpha premium was total garbage. Why? He claimed that the moderators were biased, censoring comments they didn't agree with while allowing harsh posts. He compared it to the old version of Twitter where one side could say anything while the other got shut down. Dramatic, right? But Seeking Alpha actually responded, and to be fair, the reply was thoughtful. They said they take moderation seriously, they want conversations to stay respectful, and they even invited the user to email specific examples so that they could review the situation. Now, that's a pretty solid response. It shows that the team is at least trying to be open to criticism and to improve things when possible. Now, look, the kind of experience that this person had sounds frustrating, it does. Especially when investing is a personal and often emotional experience and you're at risk of losing money. But let's just zoom out for a second. This is a platform with millions of users, and feedback like this only pops up in tiny numbers. Some of the more common complaints that we saw were about being charged after the free trial or about getting auto-renewed. But again, that's definitely something you could be cautious about, but it's not seeming to be a huge issue. So what can you do to avoid it? First, if you're taking the trial, make sure that you make a reminder to cancel if you don't want to continue with it. Don't just rely on one button either. Send them an email to cancel. Take a screenshot. That way, if anything actually happens, you have proof, right? And if the worst comes to worst, your credit card provider usually has your back, and all of those together will usually really help. And this is key. All of these cases were rare, really rare. Considering the size of their user base, the number of complaints here is surprisingly low. Most people aren't having any problems at all. In fact, there are thousands of investors that, when asked if Seeking Alpha subscription is worth it, they said they'd swear by it. So, is Seeking Alpha subscription worth it? Well, we came across a review from an investor who had just sold his second home and started putting more money into the stock market. He said Seeking Alpha Premium helped him build confidence with their quant analysis. He mentioned how he started managing his 401k through self-directed Schwab account using Seeking Alpha as a key tool. And the results? His portfolio account nearly doubled in just 2.5 years. He said his 401k jumped from around 219k to over 500k in that time. And then there's another user who talked about using Alpha Picks for over a year. His results were a 56% return. That's not pocket change. He called the service phenomenal and said it's an absolute bargain for what it offers. He admitted there may be some dips if the market turns bearish, which is totally realistic, but he had full confidence in the stock picking strategy itself. And when someone says the method is outstanding by any measure, that's a pretty strong vote of confidence. So what's the takeaway? Is Seeking Alpha Premium worth it? Well, most users are finding real measurable value, and when a platform helps real investors grow portfolios like that, I think it's worth paying attention to. But okay, let's shift gears and take a closer look at what Seeking Alpha Premium actually offers. Because if you're still wondering whether Seeking Alpha Premium is worth it, you'll have more clarity in this section. Let's start with what I think is one of their strongest assets: top-rated stocks. Now, this isn't just your average stock screener. It brings together insights from 3 different angles. We have Seeking Alpha's proprietary quant system, Wall Street analysts, and independent contributors. So if a stock makes it to this list, it's not just based on hype. It's been vetted through multiple lenses. Every pick is either rated a strong buy or a buy, and they don't just pick the big dogs like Apple or Microsoft either. They mix it up, like different industries, different market caps. That way you're not stuck with the same 10 stocks that everyone else is watching. Also, the presentation here is super clean. You don't need to be a finance wizard to understand what you're looking at. The analysis is fast, sharp, and clearly breaks down why each thing is behind what each thing is. So, is Seeking Alpha worth it? Well, maybe their Alpha Picks tool will give you more clarity. This is Seeking Alpha's answer to consistent, high-quality stock recommendations. Every 2 weeks, they release 2 picks, carefully selected using quantitative analysis. And since its launch, this service has outperformed the market by over 45%. That's not speculation. That's based on actual performance. What makes Alpha Picks different from just following popular opinions online is that it's structured. There's a method here, and there's accountability. You're not getting random Reddit picks. You're getting recommendations rooted in data, trends, and strategy. And now let's not forget their free portfolio health check tool. This tool gives you a free, detailed report of your current holdings. Are you too heavy in one sector? Is your portfolio lacking diversification? Are you missing growth potential or carrying too much risk? It tells you that, and fast. It's perfect for people who want a second opinion on their investing strategy without hiring a financial advisor. There are also a ton of extra features that help serious investors sharpen their game. Earning transcripts, dividend scorecards, valuation comparisons, ETF breakdowns, all of it wrapped into one platform. But does that make Seeking Alpha perfect? Absolutely not. While Seeking Alpha Premium delivers on features and depth, it can feel a bit much at first, especially if you're new to investing and the investing world. There's a lot of data, a lot of content, and a lot of tools. Some users might feel overwhelmed, not because the platform is poorly designed, but because it's packed with information. But that's also what makes it so powerful. It's built for people who want to dig deeper, make smarter moves, and move beyond surface-level stock picks. If you're serious about investing, that learning curve is going to pay off. Now, tell me, is Seeking Alpha legit? Is Seeking Alpha Premium worth it? And what's it going to cost? I'll be direct here, Seeking Alpha Premium is reasonably priced. But let's be real, if you're only dabbling in the market, it might feel like a lot. On the other hand, if you're actively investing, researching regularly, or even managing retirement funds, the value it delivers far outweighs the costs. Check the link in the description for the current pricing, and yes, we try to keep that link updated with any special offers or discounts. So again, is Seeking Alpha Premium worth it? If you're serious about investing and want real tools to back up your moves, give it a go. So what's the bottom line? Is Seeking Alpha reliable? Seeking Alpha Premium gives you powerful tools, clean research, and a smart edge if you're ready to use it right. For casual traders, it may feel a bit too deep, but for investors ready to level up, it's a strong pick. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon.